I started studying at the University of Kent in 2002, and I was a very introvert child when I went to study at Kent. But the 3 years completely changed my life. I became very confident and learnt a lot of skills, and that all helped me when I came back to India and joined my family business to take it ahead and grow it to what it is today. Initially, it was challenging, to be honest. It took a few months, and by the end of it, the employees understood, where was I coming in from, and my father and the rest of the leadership of the business understood how the changes that I would make would add value to the business and eventually led to profitability. One thing that really changed me was working part time. So I work part time in a few places. I work part time as a DJ at the venue. So there's the creative side of me that loves music. Secondly, I also work part time by teaching first year students computing for business and accounting. That opportunity that I got at Kent was advantageous. I know my friends also got to work in settings such as working at the university, restaurants and bars, so that option is also there. Back when I studied business at the University of Kent, the internet was there, computers were there, obviously, but the major change came towards the end of when I was studying at the university was social media. So what I did was when I came back to India, took our business digital, uh, created an online presence both on the internet and on platforms such as Amazon. Created a website, e-commerce website, started promoting it. Now we're one of the top 10 players in the footwear space on Amazon, and we've been so for about half a decade. I just felt that the skills that I learned from my degree, whether it was the entrepreneurial skills or the startup skills, really helped me diversify my family business into the education space and the technology space, where we are doing content development now for edtech companies, not just in India but abroad as well. Our Kenton India Alumni Association is made of hundreds of alumni across the country. We're just trying to create a platform where everybody can engage and educate and network with everybody else from the University of Kent who's from India. We might have played cricket 20 years back in Parkwood College, or we might have shared the same lecture theatre. Our plan is to have networking events on a regular basis, have some education series with professors from the university and with external partners as well, and at the end of the day have a good time and maybe send our children eventually to the University of Kent in the near future as well. I think one of the most important factors for someone to join the Alumni Association would be to meet with your peers. We have alumni who are Supreme Court lawyers, we have alumni who are pursuing their PhD at some of the top schools in the US. Some of them are Ivy League applicants. We have students from a completely different realm where they've studied IT or actuarial science and are now heading some of the country's largest insurance companies. I think one should join the Alumni Association to obviously interact with our cohort of students from the University of Kent, most importantly. Secondly, you never know how meeting someone else can help you in your life. I have met students who are alumni of the University of Kent and some of the other universities that I've attended in the past, and I'm doing business with them to date. And that's how you network and get those connections. I was at university, I met and interacted with so many people. I was one of the very few undergraduate Indians who were studying there. So most of the people I interacted were MBA or master's students. They literally became my elder brother or elder sisters during the 3 years that I was studying at the university. And now when I see their children who are in their teens, and tell them, your father taught me this or your mother taught me this, it's a bit of a moment of pride, obviously, for me. If you're an alumni of the University of Kent, someone who's graduated since 1965, I would thoroughly recommend updating your profile with the University of Kent Alumni Association, and if possible, provide your details to the Kent in India Facebook or LinkedIn pages as well, uh, so that we know where you are and we can connect you to a regional chapter. We are more than happy to do that for you. You can just get in touch with us either through the University of Kent's alumni office or through the Kent in India Facebook or Instagram page.